a picture-perfect afternoon for EA Sports College Football. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Hawks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Rockets head coach before the game. This is a great opportunity for his squad. The Big 12, known for their strong defense and their wide-open offense, he expects his guys to be upset-minded today. One play at a time, do your job, and who knows what can happen. We'll keep you posted on how things are vibing down here on the field, here in this big matchup. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. They make the stop, at a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. The Rockets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it in. It's Newell. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Richter. Makes the grab. Finding some room. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Rockets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Smith. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Now the Hawks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. And back to the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Brown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. At the 45 on its way. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Hawks are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the lone back. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Hawks. A great catch and run for 6. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Richter. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Buying some time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Gets the back moving. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Rockets send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback may change this route. Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The run inside. It's Smith. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback keep. There's some room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Richter. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bond.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Back to pass. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Rockets with the 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick release by the QB. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And he's in! Touchdown, Rockets!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take...
Snags it, and he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Headed outside, it's Smith. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Richter. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 93, set to kick this one away.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Oh, maybe a double pass. Pulls it in on the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Rockets will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. Looking downfield on first down. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Throws to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Finds his man, and he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Hawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He unleashes a long one. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback extends the play. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Touchdown, Hawks! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Running inside, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll try it again. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Richter. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Bond. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawks. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Play action. Finds his man. It's Bond. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. The run inside. It's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Richter. Wide open downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Rockets are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary.
Touchdown, Toledo! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. The give to the single back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
There's a crease. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Hawks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. The Hawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The lone back's got it. Touchdown, Hawks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He's looking to pass. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Complete to start this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Richter. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And the defense has a big decision to make here. You've got the lead. It's late in the game, 4th quarter, critical 4th down. Are you going to sit back and play safe in coverage, or do you want to get aggressive and get after the quarterback here if you're anticipating pass?
Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Great place to start for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Hawks enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hawks!
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Richter. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And they come up with a big completion now. Tempo, tempo, tempo. You got no timeouts. There's almost no time left, and you need a touchdown to win this game. We got to go.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your...
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Rockets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Last chance coming up. Fires into the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it! He's got it for the touchdown! And they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
How about this execution late in the game, scoring the touchdown with no time on the clock? These fans are shocked, and they are so quiet. Now, do you want to send them home with an L and go for 2? Or you want to kick the PAT and go to OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime.
Here we go, ready. 180.
Going to the running game. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's the heat. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Hawks. They take the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And this one is good, and it's been anything but easy for him. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Rockets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rockets. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. The option, the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls it again on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. 3rd and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. On the move. Oh, could be an alley. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. That'll do it. Hey, double overtime, touchdown, don't walk it off.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball 2nd and OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.